You should see my wife and her closet full of shoes. I think she's a hoarder. Or, my grandparents lived in the Depression era. They never throw anything out.
I'm Jennifer Hanzlick. I'm the founder and CEO of Clutter Trucker. It's a hoarding clean-out business based in Denver.
Hoarding disorder is a serious mental illness, and it has public safety implications. That it's only been diagnosed as a disorder since 2013.
For 11 years, I worked in financial advising, and then in 2008, I got laid off. I decided I was going to take the summer off. I didn't want to go back to corporate America. My mom calls, and we have to go clean out my grandparents' house, and that's how we first heard about hoarding. In the middle of that process, I told my mom I'm going to use my severance to buy a dump truck and start my own business.
2 to 5% of the population is suffering from hoarding disorder. That's 1 in 20 of us. But you wouldn't know it because they're hiding silently behind closed doors with their blinds pulled down, afraid to come out.
My mission with Clutter Trucker is to be the voice of those suffering from hoarding.
I don't know how I let it get this bad. He says I was seeing a therapist and then I stopped.
You could be speaking to somebody, maybe a coworker, you don't know how they live and you're making fun of hoarding because you've seen the TV show and you have no idea what they're suffering inside.
I've tried to clean it up so many times, but I just can't make any progress. And that the neighbor kids threw rocks at my window and I've been afraid to go outside.
What I've learned in the past 8 years with dealing with people suffering from hoarding is that they're on the lowest emotion in terms of human emotion, which would be shame. So it's not the feeling that they've done something bad, it's the feeling that I am bad.
There's such shame and stigma and words associated like crazy, lazy, dirty.
It's really not that big of a deal to live in a dirty house. It's not who you are. And I know how kind and caring and funny and educated and smart, and they all have past histories, and they are people, but they're not really treated as people. Even the term hoarders is a little bit derogatory, and it's not that nice. Judging is a reflection of yourself, because I think if you're feeling bad about yourself or you're down on yourself, then you're going to see the struggles, project that onto somebody else. But if you can not judge them, listen to your stories, it's only going to come back and build you up, and the cycle goes on. So I think that's the knowing of a really small act of kindness or compassion. Abe Lincoln, he says, "I do not like that man. I must get to know him better." And I think that's with anyone, not only my clients who are hiding behind closed doors, and you, as a neighbor, you can assume what he's like on the other side, but the whole quote is get to know him. If you don't like him or the way he's keeping his house or his yard, maybe get to know him. It's better for you and it's better for him.